Now on BBC Two, Fall fan Frank Skinner celebrates 50 years of hell-raising with Mark E. Smith. And Lauren Laverne chats to John Sim about the resolution of life on Mars in The Culture Show.
Tonight on The Culture Show, Frank Skinner, John Sim, Hussein Chalayan, Shane Meadows and the outrageous Mark E. Smith. Don't go anywhere. We want to celebrate the recent landmark birthday of a British musical legend. Ah, Sir Elton John, I hear you cry. Well, not exactly. Here at The Culture Show, we like our heroes a little bit more rough and ready. And they don't come any rougher or readier than Mark E. Smith. As frontman of the legendary band The Fall, he's been raising hell for over 30 years. Fall obsessive Frank Skinner risked his life and limbs to meet his idol and find out whether turning 50 has mellowed him at all. What do you think?
Wolverhampton, a wet Monday evening. I've come to see an English musical icon on his 50th birthday. Bit of a drive, but I had to be here. For me, The Fall is much more than just a group. It's a way of life. It's an obsession, like being a member of a cult, with Mark E. Smith as its self-styled hip priest.
He has the kind of charisma that a dictator has, that where you're a little bit nervous about falling under his spell.
For over 30 years, Mark E. Smith has been the growling anti-hero of English music. The Fall came out of North Manchester in the late 70s, and in 3 turbulent decades he's seen off dozens of band members while releasing 26 studio albums, all brilliant in their own way. What he's never done is follow fashion, and that's probably why Fall fans adore him.
Mark has never sold out, never, ever, ever. He's still playing the scummy clubs, and he's keeping it real.
And that's both the wonderful and the terrifying thing about Mark E. Smith. He always refuses to play the game, even when the occasion is the death of the Fall's biggest fan, John Peel.
Am I allowed to speak now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, whatever you say. What, are you the new one? Are you the new DJ?
Yeah, probably.
So you see, he can be a bit unpredictable.
If you saw him on the bus, you wouldn't sit next to him. You know, you'd be afraid of him kind of lashing out.
Volatile genius or just plain awkward? Take your pick. For me, Mark E. Smith is a creative force who defies definition. You either get him or you don't, and he doesn't care either way.
I'm going to put it up a bit more, Cock.
Now, I've never actually met Mark E. Smith in person. I know they say never meet your heroes, but in this case it might be good advice. He's notoriously difficult in interviews, and once, they say, tried to put a cigarette out in a journalist's eye. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. And sure enough, he puts me on the back foot from the off.
What are you talking about now?
Is
it a culture show?
It is the culture show, yeah.
You're a comedian, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. Well, it kind of it crosses
how do you
over.
Get one?
There's a bit of culture involved in comedy, the way I do it.
Right.
So how do you feel about being 50? Has it been significant? Didn't it?
I never thought about it until people brought it up.
But that's what was the same with me. I thought I'd be okay with it, but people do bring it up quite a lot.
Yeah, all the time, man. It's the internet. I didn't know you're bleeding 50.
I know. I look quite good for it, don't you think?
I think you look about 62.
Pot to kettle. Turning 50 must have meant something to him, though, because he marked the occasion with a specially written birthday song. Now, if you look closely, you might just spot him consulting his notes. You're writing an autobiography. Are you going to be kind of putting things right that's been said about you that weren't right?
No, I wanted to do that, you know, like the footballers do.
But you're not?
People said I had a drinking problem, but in fact, I didn't. No. I might do some of that.
I think you should say that.
Yeah. Chapter 15, you know, when they run out of stuff to say.
You can put me in, Mark.
That's right, yeah. It's always nice to meet famous comedians like Frank Skinner and all that.
There you go, there's your opening line. I'm very excited about meeting you.
Reflecting on my life.
Give me a hard time.
Reflecting on my life, yeah.
I was quite worried about meeting you today, you know.
Now I will hang myself.
I love you, Mark. I love you. You changed my life.
Well, good, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
Well, good, I'm glad.
What I really want to know is how the Fall have survived nearly 30 years. Mark E. Smith runs the band like a lower league football team, with regular sackings and even punch-ups. He clearly thrives on new blood. There's been over 50 different lineups of the group.
They're all half my age, this group. Keeps me young, I'm a vampire.
Is it true that you used to put recording devices under the hotel doors of band members to see if they were bad-mouthing you? And then if they were, you used to play it back on the tour bus?
Not recording devices, you know, them portable cassette recorders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you used to play it back to them on the tour
Yeah.
bus?
Yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah, well, went down well.
Do you think the band don't like you, generally?
I'm not interested in like me or not. What's it got to do with them?
We all want to be loved, Mark, don't we?
No, I don't. Well,
I do.
yeah.
Comedians
Well,
all...
you're not married.
No.
I've got 4 sisters. You can have one of them. Do us a favour.
Great, marrying into the Smith family. That's the ultimate fan's dream. Songwriter, vocalist, matchmaker. At 50, there seems to be no dimming of Mark E. Smith's talents. He's as cossid and vital as ever, and the Fall remains still a very marvellous work in progress. Is there anything that you really want to do that you haven't done?
I haven't even started yet, pal.
I mean,
I don't think I've done anything yet.
Well, that's not true.
No, I'm saying in myself.
Right.
I'm a big Fall fan like you are. You know?
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm a big Fall fan.
It's brilliant. Shall we just talk about the Fall and how good they are for a bit?
Yeah.
He has shown that there is a way of having a career in rock music that is more akin to what I do in the art world. You know, it's for perhaps a limited audience, but you don't make compromises, and your audience appreciates that.
Right, can we finish now, Paul?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
A lot of our kind of notions of rock cool are about a studied indifference. I think to come up against someone who genuinely doesn't care is stunning, irrespective of what they're wearing.
She keeps coming up again and again and again. It's like someone that cannot get punched out. I always think, when he's gone through a bad patch, this is it, it's finished. And you know what? I'm always wrong.
So happy birthday, Mark. Here's to the next 50.
And Frank joins me now. Frank, I think he liked you.
I don't know, really. I was very excited to meet him.
Yeah.
I was a bit wary because of the Meet Heroes thing. And I would hate it if Mark had been really horrible and the next time I'd listened to a Fall track, it had just been slightly spoilt. So
Yeah.
I was very relieved that we kind of got on.
It's a bit of a big responsibility to take that, because I interviewed him recently. Much worse reaction to me. Didn't take to me at all.
But have you listened to a Fall track since, and did it make you wince?
For that reason, I haven't yet. I haven't been able to. The kinship was that, you know, you both kind of turned 50 recently.
I think there was an element of it. After a while, it stopped being an interview and it became 2 old geezers in a pub, really. And even after the interview finished, we sat and chatted for about 5 minutes about stuff, well, you know, I had a cigarette and all that. Very tragically, he gave me a cigarette and I've kept the dog end.
You haven't.
Oh, man, it's so... I won't be putting it on eBay.
But everyone's got a Mark E. Smith story, haven't they? I mean, there's loads of them kind of going around. The Badly Drawn Boy one is the best one that I've heard.
Yes, that's the one where he thought that Badly Drawn Boy was a minicab driver.
Yes, and he sort of got in the back of his car and just demanded to be taken somewhere. So Damon Gough was like, OK, just drove him somewhere, parked up, and then after Mark E. Smith had got out, apparently found his false teeth in the back of his car.
But not only that, but Mark E. Smith paid him with his jacket for the fare. He just took his jacket off and said, there you go. Yeah, that was his fare. If someone had said to me, if you can meet anyone on the planet, who would it be? It might well have been Mark E. Smith, so... Good old culture show.
So, well, let us know if anyone else pops up that you'd kind of quite like to hook up with.
OK.
Siegfried from Siegfried and Roy. I hear he's on the mend.
I thought you said C3. I thought you were on first name terms with C3PO.
Well, thank you very much, Frank.
Cheers, Lauren.
Pleasure.